My husband was keeping a lover right downstairs. To make it easier for him, he moved her in beneath our very own apartment, unaware that the entire building belonged to me, thanks to my real estate tycoon father. One night, I received a complaint from a neighbor. "Miss Manager, the couple in 502 are causing a racket every night. My son is preparing for his college entrance exams next month, and he can't study with all the noise. Can you do something about it?" I quickly responded, "Understood. I'll take care of it immediately." Just a week ago, I discovered my biological father, a wealthy real estate mogul, and he gifted me the very building where my husband and I rented an apartment. I left my old job behind and took over managing the property, including handling tenant complaints through a secondary WhatsApp account, pretending to be the building's housekeeper. I assumed the neighbor in 501 had reached her limit and was asking for help late at night. Looking at my phone, I realized that I lived in 602 directly above 502, the source of the complaints. I remembered the tenants in 502 quite well, especially the young woman. She was in her early 20s, with an alluring figure and an air of mystery about her. Her movements graceful yet provocative. Her nightly screams were loud enough to carry through the walls, something I could attest to firsthand. I found her contact in the residence group chat and sent her a friend request. After she accepted, I messaged her a gentle reminder. "Hi there, we've received feedback about the noise in your apartment at night. It's affecting others' lives. Could you please try to keep it down a bit?" She quickly sent me a voice message. When I played it, my hand shook. It was far from appropriate. She immediately withdrew the message and sent another, this time with a much softer tone. "Hey, my place is really quiet." In response, I recorded a clip of the commotion coming from her apartment and sent it to her, along with another message. "Here's a sample of the feedback from your upstairs neighbor. The noise is definitely coming from your place." The banging sound from the bed frame downstairs stopped immediately. I waited in silence, listening through the floor. When I was sure the noise had subsided, I sent a message to the neighbor in 501, assuring her the issue had been resolved. Less than 30 seconds later, however, the woman downstairs began screaming again, even louder this time, as if intentionally. The floor beneath me trembled, and my phone buzzed with a new message. Her voice rang out again. "I can't help it. It's all my boyfriend's fault for being so energetic. Why don't you take it up with him?" When I saw the contact she forwarded, my heart stopped. I recognized it immediately. I had saved the number in my main account as Dear Husband. Just a week ago, my husband Lance told me his company was sending him abroad for a business trip that could last 1 or 2 months. I'd reluctantly said my goodbyes, thinking I wouldn't see him for weeks. But that was before my father gave me an entire apartment building as a gift. Now I realized I hadn't spoken to Lance since he left. I'd been too busy managing the building and collecting rent. I logged into my main WhatsApp account. The last message I had sent Lance was from last week, asking if he had landed safely. There was no reply, not even a simple yes. I did a little digging and found out that last week was the day the woman downstairs moved into 502. The sinking suspicion that my husband had a mistress living just one floor below me grew stronger by the minute. As I listened to the noise coming from downstairs, my heart raced. I sent Lance a video call request. It rang only twice before he declined it. Anger surged through me. How dare he ignore me? I began bombarding him with calls. Every attempt was met with the same result, until eventually, a voice message informed me that his phone had been switched off. I sat there on the cold floor, stunned, while the sounds of laughter and shouting echoed from below. After a while, the noise finally died down. Lance called me back. I struggled to stand, but my legs were numb from sitting too long. I fell back onto the floor, staring at the screen. His face appeared, flushed, beads of sweat on his brow. "Hey babe," he said, wiping his chest. "Sorry I missed your calls. I was just at the gym working out." "When are you coming home?" I asked, my voice devoid of any warmth. The moment I saw his face, I knew he was in 502. I recognized the layout of the apartment, especially the unique design of the bay windows. But Lance didn't notice my cold tone. Instead, he grinned.